Hello friends, building a new structure is a complex process that requires a lot of planning, resources and hard work. As a property owner, it is important to understand the different types of defects that can occur during construction. In particular, there are two types of defects that you need to be aware of: latent defects and patent defects. In this video, we will explain the differences between the two and how they can impact your construction project. Concept: patent defects are visible defects that can be detected during a reasonable inspection of the property. These are often identified during a final inspection before the building is handed over to the owner. Examples of patent defects include cracks in the walls, broken tiles, faulty pipes causing water seepage, or broken window. Patent defects are often surface defects which can be spotted by the human eye during defect walkthroughs and inspections. On the other hand, latent defects are defects that are not immediately visible upon completion of the construction work. These defects can go unnoticed for a period of time and may only become visible after the project has been completed and handed over to the owner or end user. Examples of latent defects include settlement of foundation, structural issues, faulty drainage, failure of waterproofing made to the basement, HVAC issues, and poor strength concrete issues. Latent defects involve design and implementation issues which are often structural in nature. This often makes them more dangerous and damaging than the patent defects. Time of discovery: patent defects are usually discovered during or shortly after construction, before the building is occupied or put to use. Whereas latent defects may not be discovered until some time after the construction is complete, usually after the building has been in use for some time. This delay in discovery of the defect can result in additional cost and inconvenience to the building owner as well as potential safety hazards. Liability: if a patent defect is identified, the contractor is usually responsible for fixing the issue at no additional cost to the owner. This is because the patent defects are considered to be the responsibility of the contractor, as they should have been identified during the construction process. On the other hand, liability for latent defects is often a subject of dispute between the building owner, the contractor, and the design professionals involved in the construction. Since these defects are not immediately visible, it may be difficult to determine who is responsible for the defect and the resulting cost. Remedies: remedies for patent defects are usually straightforward and less expensive than remedies for latent defects. This is because the defect is discovered early and repairs can be made before the building is occupied or put to use, minimizing disruption and cost. Whereas remedies for latent defects are often more complicated and expensive than remedies for patent defects. This is because the defect may not be discovered until after the construction is complete and repairs may require extensive and disruptive work. From all these differences, we understood that latent defects are more dangerous than patent defects. Now let us understand how to get rid of them. It's important to have a contract in place that outlines the responsibilities of both the contractor and the owner. The contract should also specify who is responsible for any latent defects that may appear after the construction is complete. To minimize the risk of latent defects, it's important to choose a reputable builder with a good track record. A builder who takes pride in their work and has a reputation for quality is less likely to cut corners or use substandard materials. It is advisable to consider building insurance coverage for structural damage and defects that may occur to your roof, walls, or foundation. This type of insurance can provide financial protection and peace of mind in the event of unexpected damage or defects to your property structure. So friends, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.